Top 10 Best Action Flicks on Apple TV+. If you're a fan of action-packed movies that make you jump out of your seat, then you're in for a treat. Apple TV Plus has got the goods when it comes to top-notch action flicks, and we've rounded up the top 10 best action movies on Apple TV Plus just for you. Get ready to feast your eyes on some heart-pounding thrills and epic battles that will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. So grab your popcorn, buckle up, and get ready for an adrenaline-fueled movie marathon. 1. The Family Plan. 8. So here's the scoop on The Family Plan. Imagine mixing a bit of that old-school action vibe with a pinch of modern-day mayhem, and boom, you've got yourself this epic ride. This flick's not just about throwing punches and dodging bullets, though don't get it twisted, there's plenty of that. It's about the fam coming together, facing the baddies, and showing 'em who's boss. Think road trips with detours into Explosion Town and teamwork that makes you want to high-five the screen. The characters? They're relatable, making you root for them from the get-go. And the action scenes are so tight, you'll be munching on your popcorn without even realizing it. It's got laughs, gasps, and those "oh no they didn't" moments that make action movies a blast. So if you're down for a movie that's all about kicking butt as a family unit and taking names later, The Family Plan is where it's at. 2. Argyll. Yo, get ready to dive headfirst into Argyll, where the spy game gets a major facelift with some serious style. Picture this: suede spies, sleek gadgets, and missions that'll have you glued to the screen, wondering what crazy twist is coming next. This movie's like a cocktail of high-stakes espionage mixed with adrenaline-fueled action that doesn't hit pause for a second. The main character? Cool as a cucumber, but with moves that'll make you rethink your own fitness routine. Plus, the locales are so exotic you'll feel like you're globetrotting right there with them. If your vibe is more sleek action with a side of spy shenanigans, this flick is your ticket to ride. Don't blink, or you'll miss one of the slick, smart moves that make Argyll a total blast and a half on Apple TV+. 3. 300. Oh, you gotta strap in for 300, cause this movie's all about going hard or going home. And these Spartans? They don't know the meaning of home when there's a fight to be had. It's like your history lesson got dumped in a vat of adrenaline and came out swinging with a spear and shield. The visuals are straight up insane, with every battle scene painted like a work of art that's out to grab you by the eyeballs and not let go. And the action, man, it's non-stop, with slow-mo sequences that'll make you want to jump up and practice your own warrior yell. This flick ain't just about the brawls though. It's got this epic vibe, making you feel like you're right there on the front lines, feeling every clash of the shield, every grunt. If your idea of a good time involves legendary battles and visuals that'll stick with you long after the credits, then 300 is your jam. Trust, it's a wild ride from start to finish. 4. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Alright, let's talk Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. This ain't your typical bedtime story version of the dude in tights. Nah, this movie takes the legend and cranks the action up to 11. Kevin Costner rocks it as Robin Hood, diving into epic sword fights, sneaky forest ambushes, and some seriously daring rescues that'll have you cheering. It's all about robbing the rich to feed the poor, but with a style that's more explosive arrows and less merry men singing in the woods. And the villain? Alan Rickman absolutely slays it as the Sheriff of Nottingham, serving up some deliciously wicked vibes that you can't help but love to hate. This flick throws you into a world where honor, love, and a bit of good old swashbuckling come together in a mix that's as thrilling as it is timeless. 5. Coasted. Yo, Ghosted is about to flip your world upside down with its killer mix of action and mystery. Think heart-racing chases, close calls, and twists that'll have you yelling what? At your screen. This movie's got that edge-of-your-seat vibe, where every moment feels like you're decoding a puzzle while running from the bad guys. The chemistry between the leads? Off the charts, making you root for them through every wild turn. And the ghost part? Let's just say it adds a whole new level of cool to the action genre. 6. Finch. Alright, peeps, let's chat about Finch. It's like if you took the end of the world, threw in a robot buddy, and added a dog for the ultimate feels. This movie's got Tom Hanks, which, let's be honest, already makes it a must-watch, cause when does the man not deliver? He's this genius inventor type surviving in a post-apocalyptic world, trying to ensure his beloved doggo has someone to look after it when he's gone. Cue the creation of a robot that's kinda like if your smart speaker had legs and could learn to love. The vibe here is less explosions every minute and more journey through a world gone quiet, but don't sleep on it. The action comes from the trio's trek across stunning yet desolate landscapes, dodging storms, and navigating the ruins of what used to be. Finch is a heart-warmer with its fair share of tense moments. Perfect for when you're in the mood for something that's got depth, a touch of sci-fi, and action that's about survival rather than combat. 7. Mobland. Oh man, Mobland takes you deep into the gritty, neon-lit streets where the mafia rules and loyalty is everything. This movie ain't playing around. It's all about the underworld's chess game, where every move could be your last. Picture this: intense stare-downs, heart-stopping shootouts, and car chases that'll make you grip your seat like you're in the getaway car. The plot? Thick as thieves, with twists that'll have you guessing who's gonna come out on top in this battle of wits and wills. The characters are so real, you'll feel like you've known them all your life, rooting for some and hoping others get their comeuppance. And let's talk about the action scenes. They're so slick, you'll think you're watching poetry in motion. If poetry involved dodging bullets and laying down the law, mafia style. 8. Emancipation. Oh boy, emancipation is where it's at if you're hunting for something that'll glue you to your screen. This ain't your typical snooze fest historical drama. Nope, it's packed with so much action, you'll feel like you're running right alongside the characters. Picture this: intense battles, heart-stopping escapes, and a fight for freedom that's so gripping, you'll be at the edge of your seat, popcorn forgotten. The storytelling? Top-notch. You're not just watching a movie, you're on an emotional roller coaster, cheering, gasping, and maybe even shedding a tear or two. And the visuals? Whoa, they're so good, you'll think you're right there in the thick of it. If you're all about movies that pack a punch and keep you guessing till the very end, Emancipation on Apple TV Plus is your next must-watch. 9. On the Rocks. Yo, get ready to hit a hard left turn with On the Rocks, cause this ain't your standard, run-of-the-mill action gig. We're talking sleek, we're talking stylish, and oh man, are we talking about some smooth action that's more about the brains than the brawn. This flick, it's all about the vibe. You've got Bill Murray doing his thing, being the coolest dad/spy you never knew you needed, teaming up with Rashida Jones for an adventure that's less about the explosions and more about the exploration of the city of relationships and of life's unexpected twists. They're sneaking around, getting into all sorts of high-class shenanigans, and pulling off some seriously suave moves that'll have you chuckling 1 minute and gasping the next. 10. The greatest beer run ever. Oh man, you ain't ready for the greatest beer run ever. This flick, it's like someone took your average history lesson, chucked it out the window, and decided to run wild with one of the most bonkers true stories you've never heard of. Picture this: a dude decides it's a brilliant idea to sneak beers into Vietnam during the war for his buddies. Yeah, you heard that right. It's all about delivering a cold one to the front line, 'cause why not? Now I know what you're thinking. That's crazy. And yeah, it totally is. But that's what makes this flick an absolute must-watch. It's got everything. Laughs, 'cause the idea is just so out there. Action, 'cause, hello, Vietnam War. And heart, 'cause deep down, it's all about friendship and doing something utterly wild for your pals. This brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.